All right, welcome to another sweet Penny Dreadful video. We have a deck today that I looked up, or I found on the Penny Dreadful site. It 5-0'd a league recently. Somebody named Octopodan. I don't know if they created the deck originally or if they got it from somebody else, but they were the list that I pulled this from. I only made one slight tweak, and I kind of just want to try it out as is. I haven't run it through any leagues yet. So it's a Clerics deck that it's not a super tribal deck, but has a few good Clerics synergies. So it's kind of a mid-range black-white deck. Let me move this around a little bit. A second. Okay, so the deck works just like it's a black-white mid-range deck. So it plays like 4 Hymn to Tourach, plays a couple of Vindicates, a couple of Heartless Acts, and then it plays just like a grindy mid-range game plan, it looks like. So it plays 4 Taborax, Hope's Demise, 2/2 flyer for 3. It is lifelink. If it has 5 or more +1/+1 counters, whenever a creature dies, you get a +1/+1 counter, and if it's a cleric, you draw a card and lose a life. And so that's obviously really good with other clerics. Also, 4 Clerics of Life Bond. Whenever a cleric enters the battlefield, you gain a life. Whenever you gain a life for the first time, you get a +1/+1 counter on it. So there's a good amount of life gain in this deck, and then there's also a good amount of effects that make you pay life. So you kind of use the life that you gain to pay for your other stuff. Then there's 3 Aura, Skyclave Hierophant, 3/3 lifelink for 4. When it or another cleric dies, you can return a cleric with lesser converted mana cost from your graveyard to the battlefield. 2 Aili, I don't know. God, these all have hard names. Fucking legends. All right, 2/3 for 2. Death Touch. You sack a creature, you gain life equal to its toughness, and you can pay 1 white/black, sack a creature, exile a non-land permanent if you have at least 10 life more than your starting total. But mostly it's a sack outlet that's also a cleric. And then the reason that, honestly, that I wanted to play this deck... Oh, also 1 Cartel Aristocrat, which is another sack outlet. This one's a human, not a cleric, but I guess they're trying that out. I'm not sure if that's necessary. We'll see. 4 Archfiend's Vessel, and this is the card that really got me into the deck. So it's a 1/1 for 1 from M21 with lifelink, but if it entered from your graveyard, you exile it and make a 5/5 demon with flying. So there's a bunch of ways in this deck to make use of this, which is awesome. You can use Aura to get it back. You have 1 Orzhov Charm, which can be a removal spell and also can bring this back and get a 5/5. Great combo. And also 3 Reanimates that can also get it back. And then the other combo that you can use is Malakir Rebirth, which is also a land, but you choose a creature, you lose 2 life, and then when it dies, it enters the battlefield, or it comes back from the graveyard, but it does go to the graveyard, so then you will get the 5/5. So you can have this out, cast a Malakir Rebirth on it, and then sack it to something and get a 5/5. So really, really like those combos. Play 1 Aethersworn Canonist, which is also a cleric, good against the combo decks. 1 Cling to Dust, with some graveyard hate and potentially a value engine. 3 Reanimate as just like good value cards. If you're getting life, paying 1 mana to get back 2, 3, or 4 mana spells is really good. Plus it works with Archfiend's Vessels. 4 Village Rites to sack your creatures and draw cards. The lands, 4 Fetid Heath, 3 Temple Silence, some plains, some swamps, 3 Skyclave Cleric, which is a tap land that can also be a cleric that gains you life. So that's really nice. And then 3 Malakir Rebirths. The original list had 2. I cut a swamp for another one because I just wanted to make sure that I could do this as much as possible. It definitely reads to me like a list that hasn't been super refined or tuned because it's got a lot of these like kind of random one-ofs. But I think it's, it seems like pretty close to what you want. And I'm excited to try it out. Maybe I'll tune it a little bit afterwards. And sideboard, got some Nile Spellbombs against Dredge, some Orzhov Pontiffs, which is a cleric that can either pump your team or more likely against something like Elves, kill a bunch of stuff. Also good against maybe Affinity. An extra Vindicate, some Duresses. Ooh, mismatched Duresses. No. Let's add one to sideboard. There we go. 2 Choking Sands, 2 Kataki, which is good against Affinity. A classic Affinity hate card. 2 more Aethersworn Canonists against combo. And 1 Master Apothecary, which is a card my friend used to play when we played like casual Magic. And you can tap to prevent 2 damage. This is a old card. I don't know what it's for. I mean, it's probably for like mono red and stuff. Maybe all aggro decks it's good against, but certainly an interesting one. And yeah, I'm excited to try this out. So we'll see. We'll run through a league and see how it goes. So see everybody back for round 1. Okay, here we go. Round 1. This is a cry for help. Woof. Dark username. But friendly greeting. I think this hand's fine. It's kind of underpowered, but I'm going to keep it. I don't know. Seems fine to me. I have a Temple of Silence. Jungle Shrine. Well, so I want to play this Temple, but I want to get my board going. So I'm going to play the Archfiend. I guess I could play Temple and then turn 2 Cleric. Yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe I should play turn 2 Cleric so I can trigger this more easily. I don't know. Might want to play the black-white life gain land. Okay, so we're playing against allies. Should be an interesting one. Let's go ahead and get this Cleric down. Attack for 1. Oh, I guess, yeah, either way we trigger it because we gain life. So this becomes a 3/3. That's a nice combo. Drawing 2 lands in a row is not what we wanted after we kept a 4-lander. Especially none of these lands are the ones that can also be spells. All right. Cartel Aristocrat should do some decent work against them. But right now, we don't have any real way of making use of sacrifices. What is this? Lifelink. Yep. Oh my god. Brutal. Oh, and this doesn't even trigger this. Wow. Okay. Village Rites. Yeah, that seems pretty good. No attacks. If they attack, no, I'm not going to block. Well, maybe I will. This gives +1/+0. Is this the 4-drop ally haste thing? Kabira Evangel. Man, this was one of the first ever standard decks I played. It didn't have all these cards. Like, it was original Zendikar, or post-World Wake, so I remember playing Kabira Evangel. It really used Akum Battle Singer, the +1/+0, and like it played Violent Outburst for value, not... It's back when you could play that card, not just with living end or Hypergenesis. Okay, pro black, lifelink. Yeah, all right. It's gonna be tough. Well, we get to kill the 1/1. Oh, actually, no, we don't. This gets to get pro black. Kavir Evangel is gonna be tough to beat. This is going to be a rough match. We just flooded out on a hand where we kept oh, that had pro white. Might have wanted to. Let's just do this now. Oh, I should have templed first. I guess not, actually. Black, black. Guess we'll hymn them and reanimate this. Okay, we get a 5/5 flyer. Guess we'll bash for 4. Maybe we're in race mode. I don't know. Seems like it's going to be tough to beat if they just draw a lot of allies from here. Balagad Thief. Yeah, sure. They just get in for 1,000,000 damage here, though. They give everything pro-black. We need to draw like a Vindicate. Yeah, so they can make me discard a land. Take the temple, I assume. Yep. Then they hit me for 7 lifelink. Yikes. They're keeping this back. No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm in a terrible spot here. Oh, it's not. It's 8 lifelinks, actually. Let's see if they mess this up again and give this pro white. Yeah, they did. Okay. Well, that helps. At least I can eat that. Should have just given it pro-black twice. Okay. Do I attack here? The Cartel Aristocrat, or just for... Let's sack it. See where we get. I mean, I guess. We can attack them for 10 and they can 7. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. It says lifelink. Maybe if we can just keep them from drawing any allies, or keep them from, hope that they don't draw any allies at all for a couple of turns. This is over. Okay, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're dead. We're actually just dead on board because they make another ally. All right. What do we want to sideboard? Orzhov Pontiff and Vindicate would be the most likely. What don't we want? Ethersworn's Canonist is not very good. Cartel Aristocrat is probably good sometimes, but... Alright, Cling to Dust is not very good. Orzhov Pontiff, I mean, it doesn't seem great. Vindicate definitely is good. I kind of want to just do like this. A Master Apothecary. That seems good. This seems like the kind of matchup where you'd want that. What else do we want to take out? Take out a Cartel Aristocrat. Try this. I don't know, Aristocrat seems like one of the worst cards in the matchup. We needed to have drawn some removal. I mean, we needed to just have drawn cards there. We just drew, like, mono lands. I think that the hand is probably still a keep. I don't know. It still feels like it wasn't a bad keep to me. It just happens to be that we kept a land-heavy hand and then drew a bunch of lands. I don't know how amazing Orzhov Pontiff is. They don't seem like they have a ton of X1s, but it'll probably do a little bit of work and better than something like Klinka does. Okay. This hand's slow, but it's kind of got a game plan. And it has a mana and, Vindicate and Hymn to Tourach. That's like a good 2-3 play. And hopefully we'll just draw some creatures. I mean, we might just draw 12 lands again, but we only play 18 non-modal lands in the deck. All right, they have a tap land, which is good for us. Okay, Aura's a decent draw. I mean, we don't have any other allies, but... All right, 2 Balaget Thieves, which is probably one of the better cards against us. We could reanimate it. I don't think that's necessary, though. So this is a Harabaz Druid. Do we Vindicate that? I don't think so. Now we've drawn Skyclave Cleric. Man, it sucks that we can't keep up Village Rights. I think, though, I just want to play Skyclave Cleric and immediately sack it to Village Rights. Gain my 2. Cycle through the card. There you go. I think that's fine. I have an Aura in hand, so that likes having a Cleric in the graveyard, and I don't know, a 1-3. I mean, a 1-3 is an okay blocker, but that's not really how you win these games against like a Cleric deck like this. What is this? All right. Munda. We will be vindicating you. Top 4 cards. All right, they got a Lantern Scout. Sure. Yeah, that doesn't change my play. I guess, well, I'm gonna Vindicate that. I kind of want to Orzhov Charm this, but I don't have the mana right now, obviously. Village Rights. Do I want a Village Rights? It's not exactly what I want to be doing right now. No, I mean, I can Village Rights the Aura, get back to Skyclave Cleric, reanimate the Aura, something like that. That's pretty dirtily, though. I think I want to bottom it. It's close. Is this straight up 5 colors? I guess it is. Maybe not blue. Is this the Lantern Scout? It is indeed. Cool. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the Harabaz Druid. I might... I don't know if I'm going to get rid of it next turn. Seems like they already have plenty of mana. Ooh. Makes me wish I had Village Rights, but... Let's just go ahead and play this. 2 mana. Another druid. Yep. Glad we didn't vindicate the first one. I am not going to block, I don't think. Oh, they had a Celestial Purge. Wow. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice one. I think I can take another hit off of this. Maybe not. I could just play Vindicate, play Archfiend's Vessel. Yeah, that actually feels kind of safer. Yep, do that thing. Do that thing. Passo the turno. Yeah. Now they just kind of have nothing. Heartless Act. It's a pretty good draw. Let's attack. Okay. Yeah, they might just scoop. No, they're not scooping yet. That's fine. Okay, at some point I could reanimate Munda. Just get a 3/4. I'm fine doing it like this. We still have Heartless Act up. They just have absolutely nothing going on. They draw Munda? Wow. It's a good draw for them. The top 4 cards are library. You reveal any number of ally cards, then put those cards on the top of your library in any order and the rest on the bottom. This ability doesn't really do that much because those cards are already on the top of your library. I guess it just clears out everything that's not an ally. So they're going to draw Kabira Evangel and Hada Freeblade. Just Heartless Act that. Okay. Still don't think it's Munda time. Play a Swamp, pass the turn. All right, if they play Kabira Evangel, I probably will go ahead and Orzhov Charm it. I'll take 3. Because then next turn they're just drawing a Hada Freeblade and it doesn't do anything. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay. Master Apothecary. And go. Now they play the Hada Freeblade. Yep. Just going to attack with this. I'm going to definitely offer the trade with the Archfiend's Vessel. Ooh, that's nice. I kind of want this to die, though, because then I draw a card, and then I can reanimate it. I mean... Yeah, actually, and then if they block, I can Orzhov Pontiff away the Hada Freeblade. Okay. Let's just get this out there, though. Kill the other Harabout's Druid. Not that it matters that much, but... They drew a land. We drew a swamp. Okay, so they're at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could get a Lantern Scout. That seems pretty sweet. Nah. Let's attack with these three. Kind of flooding out again, but... And now they're just dead next turn. Play the swamp. Not sure what they can draw, but you never know. No, they're playing something. All right, Kabir Evangel, sure. So now they have 2 blockers. If I play Munda, they block Munda, block this, take 2, 3, 4. Still not dead. Cure Rebirth. Okay. Let's just attack with these 2. They take 3, now they're dead in the air next turn, and I have a Malakir Rebirth to stop any shenanigans. And they scooped. Cool. They really not going to give up until the very end. I applaud it. I don't feel like, oh, I really need more Orzhov Pontiffs. It's fine. Maybe Cartel Aristocrat is okay. Meh. Could take out 1 land on the draw. Yeah, okay. Did feel like we were kind of getting flooded. You know, we were getting flooded. We played 24 lands. Yeah, I guess that was just kind of bad luck. We played 2 games with this deck. I don't think we can say yet whether it floods too much. Okay, we have the sweet Archfiend's Vessel, Village Rites, Malakir Rebirth combo. Plus we have Hymn to Tourach. So turn 1, I'm going to play Vessel. Turn 2, I'm going to play either Hymn or Rites Rebirth. Not sure. All right, they have a Free Blade. They kept 7. Another Vessel. What is this? Scrabbling Claws. Huh. That's fine. So I actually want to do this now because I do want to hymn them though. Because otherwise I'm not going to be able to with the Scrabbling Claws in play. I think it's worth it. I get to draw 2 cards. Because when I have this Malakir Rebirth in my graveyard, they can't make me exile everything. Scrabbling Claws is so much worse than like Relic of Progenitus. Rebirth. And Archfiend Vessel. And so, like, yeah, now they can tap Scrabbling Claws, but they can't actually stop it. But if they had a mana up, then they could. And so I exile the Malakir Rebirth. This comes into play, and I get a 5/5 demon. Draw 2 swamps. Okay, well, next turn I get to Hymn plus Vessel. Something. I imagine there's no attacks. It's a lot of Hymn to Tourachs. Alright, let's start with this. Okay. Vessel. Yeah, I really wouldn't be bothering with cards like this in your allies deck in like this kind of matchup. Like, sure, you could disrupt me a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it cycles, but like right now, they're kind of struggling on cards. I also, at this point, would cycle this. People are really hesitant to, like, with Scrabbling Claws and the old one, Soul Guide Lancer, they just like never cycle them. They put them in play and they never want to like give up the perfect value for it, despite the fact that often they're like short on cards and stuff. I mean, here they got a Munda, so maybe they're fine, but I don't know. I still would have probably cycled it there. I'm probably blocking. Ooh, Balagad Thief. I am hurting in the fact that I don't have white mana. But I am winning on board by a good amount. If I draw white mana, I can slam Aura. That's not the same thing. How does this work? Oh, no, this one is what I meant to read. Reveals a number of cards equal to the number of allies. So I can reveal these 3 and keep the Aura in my hand. So I think that's worth doing. And I'm kind of just racing here. They're dead in 2 turns, and we know their next 2 draws shouldn't be able to kill us, right? They probably should put Oran Reef Survivalist first. Balagad Thief. Yep. They attack for 6. The next turn, we put them to 4, and then they play Survivalist, and they attack for 7, or sorry, 4, 7, plus 2, 9. So that's 15 total. So if they don't put something else on top, we win. Like, they need to find something else with their Munda right now that isn't Oran Reef Survivalist. Kabira Evangel. That doesn't really do it. Nor does another Balagad Thief. All right, they're attacking for 6 and then 7, 9. 6 plus 5. Yeah. So they're just dead, if my math is correct. Ooh, and that is great. Like, even the ability is probably not super relevant because they have the Scrabbling Claws, but it's the fact that it's just a 3/3 lifelinker here. It avoids any shenanigans. Yeah, 5/5 flyers kill fast on turn 2. I'm glad I did it in the order I did, I think. I think it was correct. Like, they Balagan Thief me here, but they're just dead. Got a lot of triggers. Yep, they're really playing this one through, huh? Yeah, they should have stacked the Survivalist first. I think then they might have had a shot. I actually think they win if we didn't have a blocker, if they stacked the Survivalist before the Balagan Thief. Just to make sure our math's correct, I'm going to block. Just in case. I guess 7. Kill the thing. Yep. They said GG. GG's. Sweet. All right, 1-0. We will be back for the next round. Okay, round 2 with black-white clerics. Blah, 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 blah. It's a good hand. Depending on what we're playing against, either him on turn 2 or Cleric of Lifespawn. Wonder if this deck wants Dark Ritual. A mulligan to 4. Okay. Either they're like a dredge deck, but even in this format, even dredge I don't think can just mull to 4. Oh. Shit, what just happened? Everything lagged. Okay. Whew, it all just lagged on me, and I thought I might have F6 through my turn. There we go. Okay, what do they got? Swamp. Yeah, let's just hymn them. Yeah, and they scoop so that we don't even get to see what they're playing. They also don't get to see what we're playing. They're playing swamps. I could see cutting Aethersworn Canonist against basic swamp and play a duress. I don't know. This seems maybe stupid. Let's just go with what we have. I don't want to overthink it. I'm guessing that there's not a lot of combo decks that play basic swamp. But, yeah. Okay, this hand's fine. Not disruptive particularly besides the one Vindicate, but good curve of creatures, although nothing on turn 1. A little slow. Another basic swamp. Did they go to 6 this time? Wow, they mulligan a lot. Him. Nah. They did mulligan, right? They mulligan to 6. You know what? I'm going to keep it. I'm going to try to hymn them on turn 2. Tourach is just such a powerful card. Oh, okay. So maybe they're a Dreadhorde invasion. Interesting. That's a good card. I mean, we have Vindicate, so... Actually, that would have been fine. Black, black. Let's just see if we can kind of mess up their whole deal. Okay. So there's some sort of black-white sack deck. It's cool. Witch's Oven plus that cat thing is something I've been wanting to do. Maybe they have Mayhem Devils, would be my guess. Another Dread Horde invasion. Okay. Black. Black. Oops. And white. Play Isla. And Archfiend's Vessel. So the fact that they have 2 Dreadhorde Invasion now makes me more inclined to just try to, trade for one of the armies with a Death Toucher. I can chump with this guy, maybe, and Village Rights, race a little bit, and then vindicate one of them as opposed to vindicating the Dreadhorde Invasion. Because this is also just going to lose them a bunch of life. All right, they're going to Village Rights the army, so that's pretty nice. I like their deck. Mountain. Is this a Mayhem Devil? Viscera Seer. Okay. And Mog War Marshal. Cool. Mog War Marshal Village Rights. Ooh, love that. What do I want to do here? Kind of just want to play Aura. Pass. My computer's getting progressively slower today. I've recorded a lot today, so. I could attack with the 2-3. Nah, that's not a good trade. Okay, they scry 1 on upkeep. They bottom. They take 2. They only draw a mountain. They're going to attack for 4. I can block this, I think. I think that's fine. And then next turn I can trade for it. All right, so do I want to attack with this guy? Trade for all these things? I think that seems pretty good. How does this work exactly? When it enters, exile it if you do. Okay, so like when it comes back, I could Village Rights it, but then I would not get the 5/5. Fair enough. They scry. They bottom. Still not going to Vindicate. They have a 6/6, but they're losing 2 life a turn. What's this? Mayhem Devil. Yep. Okay. So they can do some stuff. I do want to block here. Oh, they gain 6 life. Shit, I forgot about that. Oh well. That's okay. We trade here. we get back the Archfiend Vessel. And exile it. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're going to try to kill this in response. So in that case, I will Village Rites it. Oh, they get another ping. That's pretty good. I forgot that it's either player. But we get to draw 2. They scry 1. Bottom. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's pretty powerful. What does Bantu do? That seems pretty good. Kind of want to do that. Well, what do I have? 5, 6 mana? I can do it all. Actually, I think I want to reanimate Mayhem Devil. So let's first... Okay. 1, 2, 3. Still have enough. Yeah, I can still reanimate. All right. Let's Vindicate you. Okay. Oops. What did I just do? Okay. They scry. Okay, they topped finally. Interesting. Yeah, I think I want to do this. Let's reanimate this. Because it does trigger off of either of us, and both of us are sacrificing creatures. And we'll play an Isla, whatever it is. And attack for 3. All right, here we go. Now they take 2 more. It is a 2 more. What is this that they drew? Village Rites. We'll kill the Viscera Seer. And they scoop. Yeah. Oh, wait, they scooped the match? Was that? Oh, that was game 2. Okay. All right, let's just roll right into the next match. Match 3. Yeah, that first game they kind of did nothing. Ooh, double him, double Village Rites, nothing but a Temple of Silence. I think this is keepable. Him and Temple buy me some time, and I can draw some creatures. Arboreal Grazer. Okay, so this is probably Cloud Post, or there's like a Summer Bloom deck that I saw. Yeah, it's that. Okay, sweet. Oh, wait, LVG87. Is this the person who's been playing Dredge? Oh, interesting. Okay. I think so I can either play Archfiend Vessel, but then I might not be able to him on turn 2. I want to him on turn 2, so let's Temple of Silence. Yeah, Reanimate's good. It's good with Vessel. All right. Let's get our hymn going. Hydra Broodmaster. Okay. Cycle is Slagstorm. Yeah, I love this Summer Bloom deck. I think I want to play it. All right. Wait, Hydra Broodmaster. What does this thing do? It's a 7/7? Might just reanimate that. Let's hymn them again. See if we hit anything else. I like it. Let's just get a 7/7 in play. Hymn to Tourach plus Reanimate is fucking filthy. Yeah, they scooped. It's like, yeah, we lose 7 life, but who gives a shit? They have an 0-3 reach. We get a 7-7. Okay. I want Vindicates against this deck. Oh, I definitely want Choking Sands. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah, sure. 2 Choking Sands. Vindicates. Take out the Aethersworn Canonist. Take out the Cartel Aristocrat. And we will take out maybe an Orzhov Charm. Take out all the one-ofs. It's like not that good against them because it will make us lose a lot of life. All right. I like it. Okay. Man, Hymn to Tourach is a way more fun card when you're the one casting it. Oh, Cling to Dust. Forgot about that this was in our deck, and I should have boarded it out. I'm tempted to actually keep this. I don't know. It's 5 lands, but I do have a Hymn on turn 2, plus a Cling to Dust. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it. Maybe that's stupid. It might be stupid. I have a Temple. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Choking Sands. Nile Spellbomb. Yeah, sure. I don't give a shit. It's not really what this deck is doing. No. Fuck. Oh, damn it. Ah! I played the wrong land. So bad. Yeah, and now they get Summer Bloom. Let's Cling to Dust, Summer Bloom, and F6. Okay, now do I want to Choking Sands them or Hymn them? It's actually kind of close. I think I'm inclined to. Now let's Choking Sands them. Even makes them take 2 damage. And they have nothing. Oh, nice draw. Now I can Hymn plus Isla, Brewmate Dragon, and Hydra Broodmother. Sure. Cast an Isla. Play a Crumbling Vestige. Okay. 4 mana. Oh, this thing is good. Oh, well, sorry about that whammy there, pal. Okay. Black. Colorless. Yeah, I really need to restart my moto, but whatever. Attack for 2. They still have a lot of things to come back. We don't exactly have the fastest clock, and they play a bunch of fucking giant ass 6 drops, so. Oh, they have 2 Nile Spellbomps. Yeah, like, this is the kind of matchup where it's just like, I mean, maybe they have bad cards to board out, but like, these are not that good. I guess I'll play this. Attack for 4. I could like, I could like start sacking some stuff and getting counters, but let's not. Let's see what we draw. Oh, that's great. That like legitimately is great. Man, these modal lands are awesome. They're like more impactful to play a tap land, obviously in constructed than in limited, but it's just, I think they're great designs. They're not overpowered, but it just makes your deck much more consistent. So now we draw 3 cards off of Taborax. Yeah, this is awesome. Whew. And this deck is firing on all cylinders. As the phrase goes, cylinders. All cylinders. They go to 4. Vessel, Temple. Yeah, Village Rite seems good. Okay. Crumbling Vestige. Okay, they can play a large fella here. Yep, a Broodmate Dragon. It is indeed large. Okay, I have a Village Rites on top. Is that right? Okay. Let's sack this. Use his ability. Okay. Do that. Gain a life. Really going off here. Cast a Malakir Rebirth on this thing. Sack it to the Isla. Oh, yeah, they have no Spellbomb. I actually kind of forgot, but that's fine. Now they can't draw a card off of that, so that's pretty decent. Makes this a 5/5. I think, like, I actually totally forgot about that, but it wasn't the wrong play. Black, white. Clerics of Life's Cleric of Life's Bond. Can't speak today. Hymn to Tourach. Get rid of their last card. And I'll attack with everybody. What was their last card? It was a Garrick's Uprising. That would have been one of the cards that can kind of wreck us there. All right, we trade Cleric. We draw a card. They go to 2. We have 3 lethal creatures. Now Spellbomb. Sweet. We did it. Yeah, I really like this deck. I would like to try it out. Summer Bloom. It seems very fun and absolutely right up my alley. But we're playing a kind of more basic deck, which just plays this stupidly fucking broken Magic card. And God, what a miserable card this is. I mean, it's kind of fun when you're casting it, but boy, oh boy, is it miserable when you're on the other side. And it's just way, way too good. I mean, it's definitely the best card in the format. I mean, like it depends on how you quantify that. You know, maybe Brainstorm is the best card in the format, but in the sense that Brainstorm is the most powerful Magic card in the format, but we don't have a lot of fetch lands, so in this format, like with the cards that are available, I think this is the best thing you can be playing for sure. Mana Leak's great. Delver, Golgari Grave Troll. Those are all sick cards. I think this is overall the most powerful, and in fact is kind of dominating this format. I like the fact that sometimes we get really insane cards. I will say that this is not one of the more fun ones. When we had Demonic Consultation a few formats back, it was a little bit more fun. Like, that card is also beyond busted, but at least it just like smooths out your draws as opposed to just randomly on turn 2 ending the game. So, well, anyways, that's my rant. And we'll see you back for round 4. All right, we are 3-0, playing against Sil00. Here we go. I'd like to play first. And we'll keep this hand. It's fine. Got stuff, lands, spells. It's not insane. This Reanimate doesn't do much currently, but I'm sure we'll find something for it. Always kill something and then reanimate it. This is a really cool card. Like, I really love a value Reanimate. It's so often obviously just played to get a Gristlebrand and the game, but it's great to just cast this as a 1-mana value card. Ginger Brute. So something with artifacts and people's affinity for them. All right, let's take 1, play Cleric next turn. We'll have Heartless Act up, which is good against potential cranial platings. I think the like mono brown version of the affinity deck is not the right way to build it. I think either there's the blue black Ensoul artifact deck that some people have played. That's, I think, a good way to do it, or the white Tempered Steel version. Tempered Steel is a really sick card, plus dispatches. I think the mono brown deck just isn't explosive enough and doesn't have good sideboard cards, doesn't have like it's just not nearly good enough, I think. This looks like maybe it's the blue version, which means Ensoul artifact. If that's the case, then we're pretty happy with that because we have a Heartless Act in hand. Yeah. So, I mean, this is it is a 2-for-1, although we took 5 off of it. And against an aggro deck, taking 5 damage is basically a card. So it's kind of a 2-for-2, but still fine. Ooh, nice. Now we get to use our mana. I guess let's attack. Oh, wait. Should have played this first. Lost a point of damage. All right. Let's tighten it up, Josh. Attack. Heartless Act. And resolves. Yep. And Vessel. Cool. Good luck, everyone. Oops. I'll be nice. It's a weird thing when you don't notice your opponent said good luck, have fun until like a few minutes in, or even worse, like 15 minutes in. And you're like, well, it's kind of obnoxious to never say anything back, but also it's kind of weird to say it far in. But I feel like I'm within a reasonable zone. Huh, no attacks. It's kind of surprising. All right, let's attack with both. And if they trade, then I'll Malakir Rebirth. If not, I'll Cartel Aristocrat plus Malakir Rebirth. Okay. Aristocrat. I guess I might as well do it end of turn, because that way I can, I guess, protection of the color of your choice, and those are all colorless creatures. But whatever. I think it's still worth doing it this way. I also could potentially what is the word? I'm totally blanking. Where you surprise them in combat. Ambush them is the word I'm looking for. Etched Champion. Yep, it is protection from all of the colors. And they got it. Go for it, right? Huh. Why? I mean, why not trade for Cartel Aristocrat? I mean, they don't know that I have this Malakir Rebirth. They said it's all good. Haha. I mean, they were right here, but I'm surprised they didn't just attack. I mean, they're an aggro deck. They kind of just have to beat down. Take 2. We actually get to trigger this again, which is nice, although not super relevant with Etched Champion, but we get an extra life, which is nice. It's nice that this actually comes back into play. Whatever, red. Now we have a flyer that can just attack them in the air. Take 5. So they're on a 3-turn clock. And we get to play an aura. I mean, if they have... So they can't play an Ensoul artifact on Etched Champion. They can play a Cranial Plating. If they have Cranial Plating, I think we still can win this race. Because we're gaining life off of this. We're gaining life off of Lifelinker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be 6. 7. So we're on a 2-turn clock. No, I think we win that because they attack. No, we don't. Actually, the exact numbers matter here. Antiquities War, yep. That's not really what they want here. I like this blue-black artifacts deck. It seems pretty sweet. I think they play Hymn to Tourach on the sideboard. We get 2 Katakis, which is, and 2 that +1, -1, or Zafontifs. The problem with, I think, the artifact decks, honestly, I mean, they're effective and fast, but if people are playing the right sideboard cards, like Ancient Grudges and Creeping Corrosions and Shatterstorms, like, the sideboard cards are so good against them. It just makes it, you have to have such a high game 1 win rate. I don't feel like these decks do. I've never lost to an Affinity deck, except for the one time I punted with the Proliferate deck. But, like, I don't know. If I attack with everything, they chump takes 7. Yeah, I might as well, right? Because they have to chump one of these things. I don't think they can kill me from here. Yep. Yep. They go to 2. I mean, maybe I wanted to just reanimate a Ornithopter. Actually, that might have been a good play. Just in case they can do anything weird. You know, double plating could get us here. Huh. Did they whiff? Wow, they whiffed off the Antiquities War. Okay, well, we didn't really need to worry about it. But yeah, double plating maybe could have gotten us there. I guess they don't have enough mana to do that currently. And there's no, like, Mox Opal, so. Mishra's Factory and Master of Ethereum. They're just dead. I mean, I don't know what they could have here. Springleaf Drum, sure. What could they have? I mean, we should think about it, actually. Because if they untap, they win. All their artifacts, they get 1,000,000 5/5s. So if we attack... Yeah, okay, they just scooped. I was just going to attack with the 5/5 flyer, I think. Okay, post board, we get even better against them. 2 Orzhov Pontiffs, 2 Katakis. Maybe a Vindicate. Whoa. Shit. I accidentally clicked. Let's submit there, and so we can... Let's take out these Reanimates. Okay. Whew, I accidentally hit the submit button. I'm okay taking out a Malakir Rebirth maybe for a Vindicate. I took out... Sorry, I did that kind of fast because to make sure they didn't do it before me. But I took out a Cling to Dust, doesn't really do anything. An Aether Sworn Canonist. The Reanimates, you know, it's not really great to reanimate their stuff because they don't really have anything worth reanimating. Like, their whole deal is pumping up the creatures that they do have. And it's not really worth... it's not great reanimating our stuff because losing life isn't very good. So all in all, I think taking out these and then 1 Malakir Rebirth for 1 Vindicate seems fine. Vindicate's good against Ensoul artifact creatures and Cranial Plating in particular. If these were 2 swamps, this would be a good hand, but unfortunately they're not. Sorry, it's my first time playing this deck. Yeah, this is actually a way better hand. I guess I'll put back the Village Rites. Whew. Those cards are not good against Kataki. Temple of Silence. Hello, Darkness, my old friend. Yeah, I actually like Archfiend's Vessel. I have an Orzhov Charm in hand. The flyers are really good against them, so I really like that plan. I have an Aura, it's another way, and a Malakir Rebirth. I have like a lot of ways of bringing it back, and a one lifelinker is like pretty good against them. Mishra's Factory. Okay. What is this? 2 mana. Frogmite. Porcelain Legionnaire. 2 1-drops. Being very slow with it. Okay. All right, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, it was a Frogmite. All right, let's just go ahead and land this Kataki before they have Metallic Rebuke up. I don't think that deck plays a lot of removal, but it's possible they have something. I mean, at the very least, they have to pay for this stuff once, which makes it harder for them to use any removal. Like, even if it kills a Springleaf Drum and uses up a removal spell in their hands, that's, like, not the end of the world. All right, they keep the Frogmite. What are they going to do with the Springleaf Drum? Let it die and pay for the Darksteel Citadel? Sure. And they play an island. Okay. Gingerbread. Sure. Should attack for 2. Yeah, for 3. Yep. No blocks. Oh, nice. Okay. We will attack for 2 of our own. Yeah, this is such a good Kataki deck, too, because it's not like we're just hoping on this to win. Like, the Hate Bear style decks use this card so well. You're not just, like, they can sit back and pay for this stuff a little bit and not get completely destroyed. It's not really about that. It just slows them down so much that it gives us time to do the other stuff that our deck is actually, like, the proactive game plans of our deck. Like, now we get to play an Archfiend, we get to play a Cleric of Lifespawn. Now I can potentially trade for the Gingerbrute. Like, they're not really going to have enough mana to pay for this ability. Yeah, they're just going to let it die. This deck play Thoughtcast? I don't think they do. They may not just have enough artifact lands or 0-drop artifacts. Ooh, and now they have another artifact land, which basically does nothing. I mean, it helps their affinity, but they have to tap it every turn to keep it from being sacrificed. I will, I think, just block. Ooh, they have an Ensoul. Okay. Vindicate. All right, let's just end this by doing this thing. Attack with a 3/3. Let's just attack with a 3/3. Could attack with a 1/1 to get into the graveyard and to pump up this, but I think this is fine. We can pump this up on next turn if we want to chomp or something. Yep. Probably tap these 2. Once again, all they have is Island Frogmite. Okay. They going to attack? Man, yeah, they're playing pretty slow. Ornithopter, sure. Okay. Let's play Taborax, trigger Cleric, attack with these two. If they want to eat the 1/1, I draw a card, which I'm happy with. See? Yep. And a chump. Yep. We get a counter. Draw a card. Well, it's not the greatest draw, but whatever. I think at this point, yeah, I'm going to play the Malakir Rebirth as a land. You know, I can save my Kataki, aka Takaki. But I think at this point, this has done its damage. It's still obviously really good to have in play, but I'm surprised they haven't scooped this up yet. They must have a really good hand otherwise. I don't know. I don't know what they could have that. Yeah, okay. That's kind of sweet. I mean, it's not like particularly good, but it's just a 5/5 indestructible, which actually isn't that great here. This is a spirit, not a cleric. Let's play the aura. And then attack for 7 or 8 or no, 10, because I also get to attack with Kataki. Attack with everything. Okay, they got a 5. They have to pay for this. I mean, they can attack us for 5. It's fine. I guess I could block with the aura. I might. Bring back Archfiend's Vessel. Draws me a card. Ornithopter, sure. Yep. And they really like seeing games to the bitter end, huh? Yep. Ugh. I said good game. Ah, they left. Okay. Well, we are, whatever, 3-0, 4-0? I always lose track. But yeah, deck's playing really well. I can see why it 5-0'd before. It's definitely super powerful. Well, it's not that it's so powerful. That's actually not the right word for it. It's just, it's really consistent and has, like Hymn to Tourach, it's just a good shell for cards like Vindicate and Hymn to Tourach, and plays some nice synergy cards alongside of them. Yeah, so definitely very impressed with it so far. So I'll see you guys in the next round. All right, round 5. Here we go. I think in the last video I was trying to remember when or what round we were on, and now it's the next day because I had to stop recording. So it is indeed round 5. We're 4-0, so going for the 5-0. We would like to play first. And what do we think about this? This hand's good. Keepable. We can always cycle the Cling to Dust on Hymn to Tourach if needed. Do I want to play Temple of Silence on turn 1 or Swamp and Archfiend's Vessel? I think I would rather play the Temple of Silence. I really want to make sure to Hymn on turn 2. I think the sooner you can land of Hymn's Tourach, the better generally. Just completely throw them off their whole deal. They went to 6. Even more important for us to hymn them. Yeah. Hymn plus removal spell. We only have a 1/1, but this gives us outs to do lots of cool things. All right, they went to just 6. Let's play Temple. Yeah, Cleric of Lifespawn seems very good. So the turn after we hymn, depending on whether we hit another untapped land, we can either go Cleric or we can go Cleric plus Archfiend's Vessel. All right, they probe us. They do know that hymn is coming. What is this? Putrid Imp. Okay. So, Reanimator. Well, let's hope that we hit. That can't be good. We hit the card that they probably want to discard anyways. Oh well. Although, we can just Heartless Act a Pathracer of Ulamog. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Doesn't have any evasion or anything. Oh, we also have a Cling to Dust. Well, we have to... Unfortunately, this means we can't keep up Cling to Dust, but that's fine. I guess we should do this on combat on their turn. Swamp. Do we want to swamp now? No. I think we can do better. All right. Make sure I have my stop set. Sure that. Hopefully they don't have a second removal spell now. I mean, a second reanimation spell. If they don't, we're just going to keep up Cling to Dust for the rest of the game. But if they do, we're in some trouble. They did. Shit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not good. Annihilator 3. Oh, you know what? Maybe I messed this up. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Cleric of Lifespawn. Maybe I should have just cast the Malakir Rebirth and just try to win. No, that's not that good. Off of a Malakir Rebirth on Archfiend's Vessel, just like making a 5/5. Let's see what they do. All right, so we get Annihilator 3 did. So we take 9 plus 9 is 18. We gain 1. I'm just trying to figure out, like, can we win off of attacking next turn if they just chump? We can also Cling to Dust. They can chump next turn. Like, if we sack this and then land, or alternatively could sack 1 or just 3 lands and try to win off of Malakir Rebirth next turn, but then we go, right now we're going to go to 10. Malakir Rebirth would take us to 2. So it doesn't work because we die off of that. Because we only gain 1. Let's actually, what's it doing? Hello? 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. We just need to draw a removal spell now. Oh, I guess maybe I should have kept a land and so that Vindicate isn't out. Or Soft Charm. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, this just gets flying. Okay, well, let's pass the turn. I guess we should play this. Oh wait, no, that they're just gonna go to attacks. I guess we can Orzhov Charm. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay, wait. So they attack. In response, we cast Orzhov Charm on Archfiend's Vessel. We gain a life. And then we sack 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3. We block here. Because now that they Jataxian probed us, they're just dead to us attacking for 5. So if they have like another Putrid Imp, they can survive. Otherwise they can't. Sweet. Okay, we found the line. Because we take 9, go to 2, attack them for 5. Yeah, they took so much off that Reanimate that... Okay, definitely bringing in now Spell Bombs. Probably bringing in Duresses. And probably bringing in Vindicates. Taking out Aethersworn Canonist. I mean, it could disrupt them slightly, but it's not really what we're doing. I like Reanimates. Cling to Dust is obviously good. Orzhov Charm is kind of medium. I'll take out a Cartel Aristocrat. Maybe I'll take out one of these. We're going to be pretty... maybe we want to take out a Hymn to Tourach, actually. And an Aura. We're just being pretty controlling. I mean, Hymn is like, it's really not that great because they don't need that many lands. I mean, you can sometimes hit the stuff that you want, but really you want to more the pinpoint removal. So let's try this. So we're a little shorter. Actually, let's make it 2 Tabaraks, or 3 and 3. Okay, let's try this. So now we have a decent amount of graveyard hate and some hand disruption and a good amount of removal. So what do we think about this hand? Yeah. The tap land makes me like it a lot less. Because if they can turn to us... I'm going to try it, though. So I have the Cling to Dust. So unless they turn 2... they get to rest. That's also good. Yeah, maybe this was a mulligan. Because now they take our 1 piece of hate, and then they can go off. I was going to say, if we can stop at turn 2, but... Third Reanimate, not what we want. Rough, okay. Shriekhorn, okay. Huh, Dream Trawler. That's kind of a sweet one. They reanimate the Dream Trawler. How does this discard a card to gain hexproof? All right. I'm not really going to play it out. It's pretty good. This deck seems pretty powerful, I gotta say. I mean, I'm sure it's a little inconsistent, but I'm surprised there hasn't been more Reanimator the last few formats. I shouldn't have kept that hand. Wait, did I not board in that Vindicate? Whoops, did I miss a Vindicate? Man, I'm just drawing all reanimates. I feel like with the duresses, this hand just kind of sucks. Yeah, honestly, so does this one. This is at least better. All right, let's put back one land, one Archfiend's Vessel. Start with a Nile Spellbomb. Pass the turn. Nice. They duress us, they whiff. It's not much of a clock, but the good thing is we can tap out of Nile Spellbomb. It's not like we need to draw the card off this. I mean, we certainly would like to right now, but I'm guessing as a black deck against the turn one Nile Spellbomb, their answer is basically just to play a reanimation spell into it and just let it happen. I guess maybe part of the reason would be, or that's probably why they're playing Divest, is to take opposing Nile Spellbombs. All right, well, I mean, we can't afford to to cycle the Spellbomb right now. That's a good trade for us. They lose their discard outlet, and we get the thing in our graveyard that we like to get in our graveyard. Okay. Sure. It is flying. Oh, I guess that they figured, well, we just need to discard one thing anyways, so. Yeah, they divest us again. Is this when they run the reanimation spell out there? I would imagine. Yep. Oh, they're going to reanimate our Taborax. Well, that's a really nice play by our opponent. But we don't want them to let them do that. And we also really wanted to cycle there, so I don't like our spot though now, because now if they have another reanimation spell, which they probably do, then they can just get an Inkwell, and we don't have a lot of answers. Jesus, they drew a lot of divest. Drew all hand disruption. Okay. We're going to need to draw more disruption or more pressure very quickly, or this is going to end very poorly for us. Okay. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but at least it's something. It's better than lands, I guess. Maybe now with these creatures we can kind of race an Inkwell Leviathan. Like, we've done enough damage that kind of turns off Reanimate, hopefully. Putrid Imp, sure. I mean, reanimating a Inkwell at this point is pretty painful. This is a 2/2 flyer now. Let's attack for 6. I guess that took off lethal from us. Shit, that was a mistake. Wow, kind of got wrecked. So now we don't have lethal anymore. Well, they scooped. Sweet. All right, so we got the 5-0. Let's take a quick look at the deck. Oop, this is another deck. Hold on. What did I call this? Orzhov Clerics. This deck may be making an appearance at some point. Yeah, I think this is it's a pretty impressive deck. I mean, well, it is and it isn't. It's a straightforward black-white deck with a little bit of fun synergies around Archfiend's Vessel mostly. It's mostly reasonable creatures. Cleric of Lifespawn really beats down pretty hard. It's your, like, this deck's Tarmogoyf. Got good recursion and kind of good, what do you call it? It's resilient is the word I'm looking for. The creature, it got a good resilient creature base and then some really nice disruption. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing insane, but I also see why a deck like this does really well this format. This is the kind of deck that you can 5-0 with because it doesn't really have any particularly terrible matchups. You have good game against anything in the same way that like a Jund would in Modern, where you're not like super heavily favored in most matchups, but you're never a big underdog, or you're rarely a big underdog. So, actually, yeah, probably the biggest underdog might be like Post in the same way that Jund is not very good against Tron. So yeah, this was a sweet one. Thank you to the person whose name I can't remember for this list, and I will be back with more sweet brews. Anybody who has some ideas of things they want me to brew around or just decks they'd like to see videos of, please let me know, and we'll be back next time with more Penny Dreadful.